drinking and smoking used to be a big part of my life and my personality, but now I'm in recovery. I'm falling in love with different things that I never knew I loved.
Hey miss, pretty nice, eyes on you, got me like soul food.
Welcome to the World of Creators platform, Ribso edition. Who is Violet May?
Who is Violet May? Have you got all day? Violet May, somebody described me the other day as big nails, big mouth, big personality. And you know what, I think that sums me up pretty well. I am one crazy lady. I mean, you either love me or you hate me. I'm a bit like Marmite, but you know what? More and more as I grow older, I'm connecting with a lot, like a softer side. I think my external is very hard, but my inside is very soft.
You don't believe nothing I say, not telling the truth anyway. Feel bad lying straight to your face. Calling me late night on the phone, trying to beg a little fuck, a little bone. Stop using that irritating tone. Seems like to me you're falling deeply. Such a shame I don't feel that completely or at all, not at all. Not at all, not at all. Not at all. You're telling people I'm your lady and I can't have that. I should've never let you hit it. Now I can't retract. You're fiending, I can't match what you're feeling. You're fucking up my evening. And it seems like to me you're falling deeply. Such a shame I don't feel that completely or at all, not at all. Not at all, not at all. Not at all.
What is your heritage and how has it influenced your music?
So I grew up with my mum, who's white British. I was in care for a little bit and I was mainly living with Jamaican foster carers and everybody who I grew up with in the area that I grew up with, which was Brixton, was mainly Caribbean. So I love lovers rock, I love reggae, I love soul. I was very lucky that I got to tap into so many different types of music throughout my life. Yeah, music is the foundation of everything and I just appreciate every culture and all music. I think music is amazing.
What inspired you to start music?
I think for me, music was just like, music's been in my soul since I came out of the womb. Like, I even remember my mum actually telling a story about like always playing this one specific song when she was pregnant. It was actually a Coldplay song called Yellow. and that when I came out, like, I kind of reacted to the song. I kind of feel like, I feel like music wasn't really something that I started. It was within me. It was hard to avoid. I grew up in a household where music was always playing, and I wrote music from a very young age. I always wanted to perform. I always wanted to be on a stage. I always wanted to be heard and seen.
What artists inspired your music?
So a lot of my childhood memories were like being in the car with my grandma or my mum, and we'd always listen to Amy Winehouse, Kate Bush, Aretha Franklin, Bobby Womack. Have to get a geezer in there because men make great music too. And also, I think, like, for me, I'm not just inspired by the artist's music, I'm inspired by the artist as an individual, their morals, how they come across, what they stand for. And I'm like very much, I can look at somebody and kind of, even without them saying, I kind of get a little vibe about like where they come from, what they've come from, and like that. I like identification in artists. And I think that, like Amy Winehouse, God bless her soul, like, the way that she wrote music was, she was a storyteller, you know, and she was just a powerhouse. She was so confident, and she said what she wanted to say and did what she wanted to do. And I really, really respect that, because I'm kind of like that too.
Sugar and spice and all things nice. I wonder what them lips taste like. Don't think I should, but I just might. Hills in the air, let's take a flight. Ooh, hills in the air, let's take a flight.
feeling away. Work early in the morning, but she wanting to stay. Night shift, baby, can I pay you? And hoping maybe you can bless me in a similar way. Ay, is that the time? Full body, baby, like a fine wine. Shorty kissing on my neck, oh, she divine. Sweetest joint I ever had, sugar and spice, right?
Sugar and spice and all things nice. I wonder what them lips taste like. Don't think I should, but I just might. Hills in the air, let's take a flight. Ooh, hills in the air, let's take a flight. Ooh,
Can you remember your first studio session and what it felt like?
I actually can. So I was very naughty in school and I went to a pupil referral unit just around the corner in Camberwell. I was the only girl there and I was a nutter. All the boys were scared of me. And the one thing that PRU was really good at is they wanted us to be able to channel all of our kind of craziness into like music and art. So we had an art class that we did once a week and we had a music kind of workshop that we did. And the lady who, now the PRU's gone, which is very sad, but the lady who ran it, her son was a very, very successful music manager. And he managed like Lana Del Rey, Dua Lipa. Like I was in awe. I was like, who is this man? And he actually set up a studio session for me. And I just remember feeling like a bit of an idiot because I got in there and like there were all these, it just looked so grand and it looked so professional. And I was kind of like, where do I look? What do I do? But one thing that I did know is that regardless of whether I was at home in my bedroom or in the studio, I was about to throw some shit down. Like, yeah, the studio was pumping. It was definitely a great memory.
What does your creative process look like?
My creative process used to look like, before sobriety, because now I'm a changed woman, go into the studio, burning loads of flipping weed, and not really getting much work done, you know, coming up with one hook and then we'd like stay on that hook for weeks and weeks and weeks and then half a song would be created. But now my creative process, like I don't really collaborate as much as I want to. I'd say that I whack on a YouTube beat. I don't really work with any producers, which I want to start doing more. But I always use kind of life as a standing point, whether it's like humor, whether it's pain, like sometimes it's more connected to trauma, sometimes it's more connected to a funny situation. But it's always just, and I really like the pen and paper. That's something that's really important for me. I don't like writing lyrics on my phone. I like the old school pen, paper. Because I think there's something so beautiful about like the archives of your music and it all just being like the energy that you wrote the music with will always be there on that paper. Like that is a beautiful thing.
And how do you hope your audience digest your music?
I hope when my audience listens to my music, they identify. And I think the most beautiful thing about music is the fact that it's so subjective. Like one person can listen to your music and get one thing and another person can listen to your music and get something else. One thing I'd say about my music is take what you like and leave what you don't. I mean, and if you don't like it, keep listening to it because maybe one day you will. I don't know, I just think like there's powers in listening to somebody who also, like, I love being a voice for people that maybe can't channel certain emotions and certain feelings. Like, I see myself as quite an articulate person, so I love to be able to articulate certain emotions through my music. And I hope that people can listen to it and think, oh, she said what I wanted to say, or she sung what I wanted to sing. Like, yeah.
And when you're not creating music, what do you get up to?
When I'm not creating music, I am working at my amazing job, which I absolutely adore. I work in sexual health and termination of pregnancy. And I love working with women. I never ever thought that I would. I never thought that I was a woman's woman, but the more I'm getting to know myself, the more I'm understanding that actually women is where it's at. There's a lot of softness there, there's a lot of care there, there's a lot of love, compassion, and I love my job. And when I'm not working, I'm cooking. I love cooking. I love cooking. I'm thinking about lunch and dinner while I'm eating my breakfast. I'm literally obsessed. Or I might be cruising around the M&S food hall, stocking up on snacks. I mean, drinking and smoking used to be a big part of my life and my personality, but now I'm in recovery. I'm falling in love with different things that I never knew I loved. Nature, spending time with friends and family, being present for them. It's really opened doors in my life that were very much shut. I think drugs and alcohol were kind of holding me captive a little bit. And they work for some people, but they weren't working for me. So this is actually enabling me to connect a lot more with who I am and what I love.
What does freedom, evolution, and culture mean to you?
Freedom, evolution, and culture. So freedom means being released from the shackles. Freedom to me means being able to truly be who you want to be and do what you want to do. And, you know, feeling good in it as well, like not just being able to do it, but feeling like you can do it in a way where you're not being judged, you know? You always are going to be judged, but feeling like you can do it and enjoy doing it. Evolution is, for me, it feels like the things moving forward, you know, things, me trying to explain evolution without using the word evolving, things layering, you know, things, and I think evolution comes with education, and it comes with connection, and it comes with openness, you know. I think in order for anybody to evolve, they need to have all of that in their life, you know. They need to be willing to listen and willing to learn, and willing to teach as well, you know. And the last one was culture. Culture to me means, culture is really what makes everything what it is, I think. You know, culture is so unique to each individual person. And I think it's what makes people's story unique, yet brings people together. I don't know if that makes any sense, but culture is where it's at. Without culture, life's pretty dead, mate, I must say. And people that don't have much culture in their life, they're looking pretty sad, I must say.
And finally, any announcements or upcoming projects?
Oh, so 3rd of March, which is actually my birthday, I'm going to be doing my best friend Lola Young's support at the O2 Kentish Town Forum. I would tell you to grab a ticket, but they sold out about 3 months ago. Period poo. I've also got a headline show coming up at the beginning of next year. So give me a follow on Instagram, violet.may, and the tickets will be released soon. And I'm also doing projects around sobriety. So I really want to get other, especially creatives, because it's an industry that's very much laced with drugs and alcohol. I want to get more creatives together and show them that we can do this without it. Still do it sometimes, but learn how to do it without it, you know?